What's going on, guys? Chris, SVT Garage, and today's video is something I'm super excited about because it is a project I have been kind of putting off, not putting off, just haven't had time to get to. Finally got to it, and it came out. Money. I am super excited, so I want to flip this around and show you guys. I am going to do a quick inside the garage here, and then we're going to pull her out and show you in the sunlight because the weather today is beautiful, but the lighting in here doesn't do it justice, so we'll pull it out and take a peek, and I want to show you guys what happened here. So, I don't know if you guys can tell how wet this thing looks, but I did a full paint correction on this thing, a 3-step, ceramic coated it, clayed it, the whole 9 yards. This thing got a crazy spot treatment yesterday, and the reflection on this paint is so silly. Again, not that I've been putting it off. I don't want to say I've been putting it off, but I've been so busy. You guys know I do the detailing stuff on the side. After I shoot this video, we're gonna have a couple videos posted within the next day or two, because obviously the one you guys are watching now, the Mystic is coming in. Where's she at? The Mystic is coming in after I finish this video. We're gonna get started on that, and then I do kind of have a update on this guy. Talking to Ryan, I have a great idea for this, so this is going to go to great use, but we'll get to that video as well, so stay tuned for that one. But first up, guys, this Mineral Grey Cobra, 30,000 miles. I acquired this car not exactly looking for another one. I was actually, if you guys know the story, or I'm not even sure if I said it in the other videos, I was looking for a Lightning. I wanted to get rid of my daily F-150 because pretty much both my kids are driving. I would love to daily a Lightning, and that's kind of that was my goal, that was my plan, was get rid of the truck, sell it or whatever, and then because I still need a pickup to pull my detail stuff, and I kind of wanted a cool daily, so my idea was a Lightning, but this thing fell in my lap and I was not letting it go. A buddy of mine has had this car sitting, really driving it, not driving it, for about 10 years. This thing only had 29,000 miles on it when I bought it, but it was in a little bit of a rough shape. The paint needed some, just some, not touch up, but just some love. And she got it yesterday. And this thing just came out so good. Again, I did 3-step it. When I first got the car, I did a really quick 1-step cut on it, and it was not enough. You could still see after the 1-step some swirls and some, like, those little scratches, hash marks in the paint. I went through and did a full 3-step, and it just came out. You guys just see that sparkle in there. It just looks so good. The mineral gray cars, I feel like don't get enough love, and this is such an awesome color. Let's pause this. Let's pull this out. Let's give you guys a sneak peek of this thing in the sunlight. So we'll pause this and get this thing out here in the garage, get this out in the driveway so we can get a good look at it. So stand by. Hold on, before we do that, real quick, I want to show you guys this. My Red Fire car, I had paint corrected this years ago. So you can see there's a little bit in it, but again, this has probably been washed 150 times since I've done that paint correction, and it's holding up really well. So I will be getting to this here again in a couple weeks, especially after I did this, freshen this up. But again, when you do a good job, and again, this has been years, this has been holding up very well. And it's still, most people wouldn't even touch that, but, I'm so anal about my cars and the paint that I like to keep up on it. But, all right, we'll get back to it. Let's pause this, get this out, and we'll take a peek at this thing. All right, guys, we're back. We got this thing out in the sun. Got some natural light on it, and just walking up on it, you guys can just see how clean that paint looks. This is a process. This does take a while. Start to finish, probably about 4 to 5 hours, somewhere around there. But I do hit everything. I hit all the plastics. I hit the lights, the headlights, the tail lights, all the trim. Wiper cowl gets done. It just anything on the car. I didn't do the glass on this. I was running out of product, so I didn't want to do half of it and not. So I'll get another bottle and finish the glass. But I do the glass as well. But again, everything painted here is just done. All the, again, all the plastic. So, down here, these are known for getting beat up just by sitting out in the back, and the sun always hitting it. And same thing with those these wiper panels up here. These cowl panels get beat up too from the sun, so that's all done and protected now. But she should be good for a couple years. I mean, probably longer, because I really don't drive this thing much. I do want to show you guys, there is kind of an issue with some of these cars, especially it's the plastics. So it's not the metal, it's not the painted metal stuff. The fenders, the doors are good, quarter panels are fine. It's really just the plastic stuff, and the hood's good too, because that's the fiberglass. So down here and the back bumper, I'll show you guys, and then the spoiler. So you can kind of see the camera. Yeah, you guys see is no, that's not it. Let me see here. It is hard to tell, but up top here, you'll see it looks like little fine scratches that are just super, I don't want to say they're deep because you can't feel them, but it's almost like, yeah, you see the lines like that right there. Yeah, it's catching it right there. So this spoiler has it, and my red one has it as well. So I almost wonder if it was kind of like a defect. And that one I've been maintaining for well over 9-10 years. So it's not lack of keeping the car cleaned and, you know, keeping wax and all that on it, because the red car has been babied since I've owned it. This one here I just got. So this spoiler has it, and then you can see the line, see these, it looks like the lines in the rear bumper here. I believe, I'm 99.9% sure I can wet sand this out. Probably start at like 1,500, go up to about 3,000 or to 5,000, and then hit it with the pads and get that out. I'm 90% sure. And then you can see again the scratches. See these little fine scratches in here? Now I used a wool, I used a wool cutting pad with an aggressive compound, and it still didn't pull it out. So unfortunately, once you're that deep and that blemished, you sometimes either have to repaint or try wet sanding. So I will try to wet sand it before I try to paint it or have it painted. But the other thing too, again, it's the plastics, is down here you can see there's a little, let's see if I can get the camera to pick it up. It just looks like there's just something in the paint there, but it's on both sides. This actually came, these side scoops had it, but I was able to get it out of these. So these came back really nice. Unfortunately, the skirts and that rear bumper and the top of the spoiler just still have the blemishes. I'm still going to work on it. Worst case is I just got to re-ceramic the back of the bumper. I always have ceramics on deck because I'm going to have leftover from that car that I can even use for this. But so it's not really like I wasted time or the product. I did want to see how well it came out. You guys can see probably a little better on this side. Yeah, see if they're picking it up. It's just weird. It's almost like a soap or something from the previous owner, I don't know, had dried on there and left that. But what's weird though too is these side skirts here, the rocker panels, just have that weird like spotting. This side you can see a little better because of the light. Yeah, right there. So I don't know if that's going to come out if I wet sand it. Worst case is it doesn't. I just have it painted, because the front bumper, this section right here, for some reason on both sides had those like deeper looking scratches through real bad, but even this came out. So I don't know if this material and the plastic and the scoops are different than the other ones, but it came out of this and it came out of the scoops. It did not come out of the side skirt and the rear spoiler, but this came out really well. But unfortunately, this is the front bumper, so it does have, you know, it does have 30,000 miles on it. So this car was driven prior to me having it. So you got some blemishes on here. You can just see there's some rock chips. So, you know, worst case is if I really just want to clean that up completely, I just get that bumper resprayed too. So that's kind of something I may or may not do. Not 100% sure yet. But I just wanted to update you guys on the Mineral car. This car is going to VMP. More than likely my brother will be driving it. I'll be taking that one. And I just wanted this thing just cleaned up and looking good for the show. And I just kind of put some time aside and got this thing done, and I'm super excited at how awesome the paint, I mean, just how nice that the mineral gray is. It's such an underrated color, I think. And it kind of sucks I only made this for 1 year. The 03s, the 04 didn't have it. Say what's up to my son.
Hey.
So anyways, guys, we'll get back to some of the other stuff I got to do here. Again, we're gonna have a couple of videos dropping here. Obviously this one, that car is literally getting pulled in right now. And then I do kind of have something I'm excited about with that supercharger. We'll be telling you guys, me and Ryan were talking what we plan on doing with that. But as always, guys, it's Chris, SVT Garage. Thank you for the car community and you guys following and always comment on the videos. I do appreciate it. We're gonna keep shooting here, keep moving. I do got a couple projects I'm gonna start working on that I'm kind of excited about. Just got a lot going on right now, so may or may not touch on that. But again, as always, guys, it's Chris, SVT Garage, and I do appreciate everybody. Thank you.